Hello, good evening, everyone. Good to see every one of you here. My name is Alex from MarketWise Asia, and if you guys can hear me loud and clear, please type a hi in the comments so that I know everything is all good, everything is all well. And today it is Wednesday, 28th of July, 2021, and the time now is 11:30 p.m. Good to see every one of you here. Hello, Gary. Hello, Sandra. Hello, Gabriel, Jess, Han Hawk, Abam, Sharis. This is the first time you are here with me. Vico, Gerard, Le, Pauline, Yinghui. What else? Who else? Christopher, Roland, Jimmy, Dom, Linda, Eileen, Ryan. Good to see every one of you here. Frankie on SK. It is the first time you are here. Felix, okay, so good to see every one of you here. I hope you guys are having a good evening. All right, so if this is the first time you are joining me on this Facebook Live, or it's the first time you're seeing the MarketWise Asia Facebook Live, all right, first time, type 1 in the comments, okay, so that I know this is the first time. And just a very quick Facebook update, okay? So if you are first time joining us, all right, remember to like our MarketWise Asia Facebook page, all right? I already posted the link in the comments because if you enjoy my content later, next time you want to get notified, then you have to like or follow our MarketWise Asia Facebook page, okay? At least the first page, okay? So right now we have about 170 people plus people in the room, but we have only about 19 likes only. I always say this, all right, if you enjoy my content later or right now, just give me a like or share, okay? At least give me a like because, Facebook will use the algorithm to determine whether they want to show you my Facebook Live in the future. And because if you don't interact with me, if you don't engage with me, Facebook will deem that you don't like my content, and if you don't engage, next time they will show lesser and lesser of MarketWise Asia Facebook live on your Facebook feed, okay? So liking is free, right? Just give me a like so that, just to tell the Facebook algorithm that you want to see more of me in the future. So yeah, okay, I can see quite a number of you over here. Hey, Air, you are here, okay? David, also one, Sweepo, Andy, okay, good to see. All right, so today, so-called the agenda, it is very simple. Let me share my screen over here. All right. Oops, not this one. Just give me a moment. Zoom in. Okay, so today, of course, I'm going to talk about the China crackdown. Okay, so before I do that, a very quick disclaimer once again, whatever I say today is just for informational and educational purpose. It is no recommendation to tell you what to buy or what to sell. This is not financial advice, so please do your own due diligence, okay? Alex is always wrong, so please don't copy me, all right? And it's just felt that, it has been quite some time. It just felt that I did a Facebook Live quite some time ago, but it is only last week, okay? So it's like something like quite very, doesn't feel very right to me like recently, okay? I don't know why. Just feel like a long time never do Facebook Live really. So, of course, the China crackdown, I believe most of you guys have already know about this, have already seen all these Chinese tech company, the educational company all being hammered down, okay? So just another quick show of hand over here, right? How many of you actually, during the past few day carnage, right, the sell-off, right, how many of you actually bought some of these China stocks for the past 1 or 2 days? Okay, can be Baba, Meituan ending. So if you bought some of this, all right, please type 2 in the comments so that I know. All right, if you bought some of this thinking that the price is cheap, okay, you want to buy some, please type 2 in the comments. Okay, is there anyone of you here or not? Nobody buy anything. Air is saying Pinduoduo, you bought Pinduoduo, is it? Gerard is type 2. So I have Baba. So of course, there might be some of you who are already holding some of these Chinese stocks already. Okay. So do you feel pain or not when price recently dropped so much? Okay. Do you feel pain or not? Okay. If you feel pain, just type pain in the comments. Okay. So today's agenda is very simple. China's crackdown, you already know. But what I want to share is that, I think for the past few days after the news, right, you should know that Chinese, what I always say, okay, I feel China has a capital market, but not really a free market. Do you guys get what I'm trying to say now? So I repeat, China has a capital market, but not really a free market. Okay, so in essence, they have this stock exchange where you can buy, sell all the equities freely. Okay, but all right, the stock prices and everything is very in line with what the government wants you to do. So in essence, right, the government still control a huge part of all the stocks, all the actions and everything. Okay, so the government will intervene as long as they are not happy with any of the things, right? They can just tell you, hey, I'm not happy with it, then they'll just clamp you down as quickly as that. So it's not really a free market. So it is still tightly controlled. And all right, you must comply with the national objective. In essence, you really want to know what the CCP, all right, the Chinese Communist Party really want, okay? Because if you don't follow what the CCP want, okay, you'll get CCB from them, okay? If you don't know what CCP, doesn't matter, okay? So yeah, right. If you don't follow what the CCP want, you get CCB, okay? Okay, I mean, I'm just talking nonsense, okay? Anyway, some of you might know, okay? So in essence, I know some of you already have read through some of the blogs, some of the websites, basically, the China has a aging population, okay, and they're also going to reduce the inequality. Aging population because nowadays a lot of young Chinese couple don't want to have children, and one of the reasons is because of the highly stressed education system and the tuition, third-party tuition is making it even worse. Okay, that's why the Chinese government CCP want to crack them down, and of course also want to reduce the inequality, also want to reduce the monopoly of certain companies like Baba, and the Tencent also. So in essence, I talk so much, okay, all this aging population, reducing inequality, which you have read in some of these news or blogs. In essence, okay, you want to obey the emperor, okay? Whatever they say, you really want to obey them. You must kowtow to the emperor. And who is the emperor of China? Oh, you all should know, okay? The Xi Jinping now, okay? So if you understand what I'm trying to say, type obey in the comments. O-B-E-Y, O-B-E-Y, all right? So I can see that there are quite a number of, I think there are some questions. I will try to answer them along the way. Right now, I'll try to go through my main agenda first, okay? So let me see. All right. Okay, so Lovely P-Dog. Okay, this is a interesting name. I think it is the first time you're attending my Facebook Live, okay? So she's asking, right, do you think they have the tendency for delisting from the US market as many have contemplated and have seen a graveyard doji this Monday? Do you think TEL has bottomed out tentatively based on the technicals? Seems like there's a lot of question, okay? And if you are talking about delisting, okay, there's a possible chance, but nobody really knows. But I believe delisting, the chances are low, okay? It's low. That's my personal view, but it doesn't mean it will not occur, okay? Because if it really deletes, then a lot of this investor money will be gone. So I don't think the Chinese will actually do that. At least not so soon. Okay. Regarding your question about whether TEL has has bottom line audit, I'll answer along the way. Okay. And Jamie is asking, KST are better investment than KWEB. Okay. So the ETF thing, so I should answer that later also. So in short, so what is my game plan? What is my game plan? So as I mentioned in my Facebook Live, I mean the description, I am not a buy and hold investors. I don't buy and I hold for 3 to 5 years, 10 years, that kind. So I'm more of a swing trader or position trader, which means that for swing trade, I hold for maybe a few days to at most 1 to 2 weeks. Position trader, I at most hold for a few months to less than a year, and that's about it. Okay, so as a short-term trader, we only enter, all right, when the trend has changed. All right, you get what I'm trying to say? When only enter when the trend has changed. Okay, of course I agree many of these stocks right now are undervalued. Okay, undervalued based on discounted cash flow or whatever methods you are doing the calculation. It is undervalued. Okay, but you need to decide what cap you are actually wearing right now. Are you going in as a long-term investor? Okay, are you going in as a long-term investor, or are you going in just for a quick buck, holding for a few weeks? If you only want to make some money holding for a few weeks, you enter. Don't later enter already, price go down all the way, you refuse to cut loss, and then it becomes a long-term investment. Then thinking that all this Chinese company is undervalued already. It is okay to hold, it's okay to hold. The reason why you're holding it is because price is not moving up as you anticipated. That's why you're holding. So you need to really understand what you are trying to do. So for me, today I'm talking more about the short-term trading perspective, and I will show you how I determine the trend has changed. And if it's the first time you are following me, you should know how I do it. But also as a refresher for you, for those who are new to me, I will share it with you. And right now we have about 260 people in the room right now. So thank you for tuning in. All right, if this is the first time you are attending my Facebook Live, all right, I'm not sure whether you have liked our Facebook page already. I posted your link in I posted MarketWise Asia Facebook link in the comments. Do remember to like or follow MarketWise Asia so that in the future, when I have a Facebook Live, you will know when I go online and get a notification. Okay, so also so-called join our MarketWise Telegram channel where I update you my Facebook Live and some of the market interesting news now. Okay, so also posted the link in the comments to join the MarketWise Telegram channel. We have about 3,005 people in the channel right now. Okay. And some of these companies that I will go through with you will be TEL, all right, like what P-Dog asking TEL. I'm not sure how many of you actually know their Chinese name. Okay, I know a lot of you write TEL, EDU, go to, but you know their Chinese name or not? So TEL is called 好未来, and the New Oriental Education, EDU, all right, is Xing Dongfang, and the go to, all right, the ticker go to is Gao Tu Tech Education. So it was Gaotu, but I think it changed their name. It changed to 跟谁学. All right, of course, Baba, Tencent, Meituan, Didi. Okay, you know lah. Okay. By the way, I'm a Chinese lah, so I prefer to pronounce them as the way it is pronounced lah. Okay, like Tencent, Tencent. So some of these people I saw doing this, talking about that, Huya, all this like. with an English slang, which I don't really like. So I'm a Chinese, so I know Huya is Huya, okay? Tencent, Tencent, Alibaba, okay? 跟谁学新东方 and 好未来, this I know, I'm a Chinese, okay? Yeah, and okay, so before I go into that, right, I will just introduce this website which I recommended previously. I'm not sure how many of you actually remember. Is this Simply Wall Street site? Okay, simply wall.street. It is to tell you the fundamental intrinsic value. Okay, so how many of you, this is the first time you are you know about this site called Simply Wall Street? If it's the first time, right, type 1 in the comment. Type 1 in the comment. Okay. All right, so this is the site right now. It is the site right now. So Simply Wall Street, you can register for a free account. Of course, free account. You also can access the premium plan as a trial, but it is totally free. Oh, Christopher, this is the first time you know about this site. Okay, I thought you've been watching my Facebook Live for quite some time already. Okay, so this is simplywall.street. Okay, there are quite a few of you. All right, simplywall.street. I actually posted the link in the comments already. All right, so it has a lot of data in this site over here. Let's go through, for example, Alibaba over here. right? Chiu is saying, Jack who is asking, is a bot-driven news site. It is. I don't really read the news per se on Simply Wall Street. I'm looking at other things. I will show you in just in right now. Okay, Baba. Okay, Alibaba holding right now. I'm basically using this to give me a shortcut to tell me what is the intrinsic value of some of the certain stock. All right, so you can know the summary price and news valuation, and all this share price and news and such, who are the main shareholders, okay, financial health, dividend management, everything are basically a lot of data, story, news, whatever you call it. But the main thing that I'm looking at, it is none of the above. I only want to look at the valuation. All right, number 3 over here, valuation. Okay, so this is Alibaba over here. Okay, so if you have watched, for example, Adam Khoo's YouTube video, okay, I have to quote him because he always talk about intrinsic value. I also watch his video, and of course, if you look at other YouTuber or whatever, they talk about intrinsic value. Okay, so this site, Simply Wall Street, actually give you a shortcut lah. Okay, it is based on discounted cash flow method. All right. If you want to view the data, can click over here, can see how they actually calculate the intrinsic value, blah, 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 valuation model, free cash flow, discounted rate, perpetual growth rate, risk-free rate, whatever, all things is all calculated inside. Not important to me, okay? I just want to roughly know what is the intrinsic value. So you can see over here, right? Can you guys see or not? What is the intrinsic value of Alibaba? Fair value is 270, and the current price right now is 186. So it is 31% undervalued. Okay, but to let you know, undervalued, okay, doesn't mean that you have to go up right now anytime. It can continue to be undervalued to 40%, 50% undervalued. The important thing is, are you able to tahan the drop or not? Okay. By the way, I agree that Alibaba, it is undervalued. So again, as I mentioned earlier, if you want to put on your value investor hat, all right, I think it is okay to buy some, all right, not one shot. Basically, you can do dollar cost averaging. For example, if you have 10K, you might not want to put 10K in one shot. You want to put just 3K into your first tranche by Alibaba, and if it continues to drop further, say for example to 170, 160, 150, then you add in another 3K, all right, drop some more, then you add in some more bullets, okay, not one shot. So it makes sense because it's undervalued. And if you watch Tencent is Tencent, all right, Hong Kong one, Tencent, you see the valuation, okay, so you have a lot of things over here. You can go and read through again, trading at 10% below estimate earnings, everything will show you. I'm interested in the valuation. Also, it is undervalued. Fair price, it is 501 Hong Kong dollar, $500 Hong Kong dollars. Current price, it is about 447, 10% undervalued. And if you're looking to the education companies, like for example, TEL Education Group, okay. All right, valuation, okay, a bit ridiculous lah, okay, because fair price, they deem it as $31, but the current price it is 550. Again, undervalued, can continue to stay undervalued for a very long time, okay. At this moment in time, are you guys understand what I'm trying to say and how to access this simply Wall Street site? If everything is going okay, type yes in the comments while I take a short break drinking water. Okay, yep. Anthony is saying yes, limited counter per month for free plan. Yes. But there's a way to counter it lah. All right, I don't want to say it lah, but there's a way to counter it. So yes, I'm using a free plan. Okay, but I'm not going to review too much, but there's a way to counter it. But yes, anyway, if a free plan one, you can still access the data, but I think limited to only 5 per month. All right, so everything clear so far. So you can use this Simply Wall Street. Tiger also have, yes, I believe so. I have a Tiger broker account, but I didn't really explore much into the app. But if, as Danny said, if Tiger have these features as well, then just by all means go ahead and use the Tiger app and have access to all these free features. So thank you, Danny, for letting me know. I don't know about it. Okay, so also can also go to Simply Wall Street if you want more other information. Okay, so let me see my agenda over here. Yes, everything. Okay, so how do you know when the price has changed, right, in the short term? How do you know the price has changed in the short term? Now I will go through the chart right now already. I'll go through the chart right now already. Okay, so BABA, you can go to BABA, the US listed one, or you can go to the Hong Kong listed one. Juju BABA, I think it is fine. Doesn't matter. All right. So at one glance, okay, at one glance, for those who are new to me, all right, it is an uptrend or a downtrend. On an uptrend or a downtrend. All right. It is not just recent news that market just dived down the way. It has been, like that for a long time already. So it is on a uptrend or a downtrend. If it's an up, type U. If you think it's a downtrend, type D in the comments. Okay. So just engage with me. All right. So, and of course, I think at the start of all this problem issues with the end financials, okay, the end financials, okay, so I think the government doesn't really like end financials and how they are doing. They crack down. Also, they didn't go ahead with the end IPO, so that's when all the troubles start last year in November, and it's now all the way. It is quite obvious, right? Like all you guys typing D in the comments, right? It is very obvious downtrend, right? So for me, right, so for those who are already very used to me, very seasoned with me, just bear with me for a few months. I understand there are some who are new to MarketWise Asia. All right. So I use this indicator called the cloud, Ichimoku cloud over here. All right. You can just search here for Ichimoku cloud. Okay. And it is over here. All right. And insert. Okay. But I already have a template over here already. So I'll just put in the cloud over here. All right, can you see all these the shaded area, the red, the green, doesn't matter. The color doesn't matter. Just you need to know, you can see this shaded area, okay? And there are few other lines over here, all right, which I remove. The conversion line, all right, the baseline, that lagging span. By default, it has a lot of lines, okay? But I'm not interested, Okay, so this is just a refresher for those who are already with me for quite some time. For those who are new, all right? Very simple, okay? If price is above the cloud, it is on a uptrend, okay? And in November, this is the first time price is below the cloud. So based on the daily time frame, it is on a downtrend. So can you see that? Of course, there's a false break over here, but generally you can see price is always below the cloud. Can you see? All right, I think this is a good way for me to determine the trend at one glance. Okay, so this is very fast at one glance. All right, and if you go to the weekly time frame or longer term time frame, all right, for Alibaba, it is also below the cloud right now. Okay, so it is actually not very bullish to me. And I have also drawn this trend line, also long-term trend line over here. Can you see when price is at the trend line support, it tends to rebound up, and this is the first time price has already broken below the trend line. All right. Andrew Jun Zhao is asking, right, what is this indicator? I mentioned already. So just repeat again. You go to the indicator on TradingView. You type Ichimoku. All right, Ichimoku cloud. Basically, I call it the cloud. All right, this is just for me to determine the trend. All right, and then I will also add in this central pivot range over here. All right. Can you see these green dotted lines over here? All right, all these are the green 3 dotted lines. Now, these are the central pivot range. It tells me the support and resistance zone. Again, for those who are with me for some time, as a refresher, can you see over here when Alibaba, it is on an uptrend, it's always testing the CPR and then going higher up. So the CPR is acting as a support zone. When price, so-called, is below the CPR, it tells you that you have to be careful already. Can you see over here? Price is below CPR. Of course, there are times when price, broke above the CPR, but it doesn't mean that it is fully on an uptrend. So I will combine it with the cloud to determine whether it's an uptrend or whether it's a downtrend. But generally, okay, when price is below the CPR, central pivot range, I deem it as a downtrend. So can you see it's most of the time it is below this central pivot range. And also, I will also add in the pivot points. Okay, so don't worry, I will send you the YouTube link where I have the tutorial and how to add all these 3 indicators. My main indicator is this 3 indicator. And by the way, this 3 indicator is not to tell me what to buy or what to sell. Okay, not a signal, but it is just to tell me the trend and the support and resistance area only. All right, so this is my template. So putting it all in, all right, can see that the pivot points, everything's here already, okay? Don't have to worry so much. So can you see price has always been down, and if you look through the weekly time frame, it is also down. So Alibaba actually based on the longer term time frame, it is actually bearish for now, okay? But can you see that right now it is hitting a Camarilla yearly level at S3 over here. So it is kind of holding well at this area over here. So there could be a bounce. But in any case, all right, so I'll just share with you this YouTube tutorial over here. Where is it? Okay, so I'll post the link in the comments. This link will head you to the YouTube where I will show you how you can add all these indicators. So you will follow with me right now. Follow with me right now. Okay. So, all right. How do I know short term when price has changed already? Okay, very simple, very simple. Price has to be at least above the central pivot range over here, which is basically the green dotted line over here. Can you see over here, right? For Alibaba over here, okay, price is below the CPR. Can you see that it is acting as a resistance? Over here, all right? Okay, at this point in time, can you see that price actually broke above the central pivot range, this 3 green dotted line over here, all right, which means it tells me that the trend is less bearish right now. Overall, can you see that price, it is still below the cloud. The cloud is over here, okay, but price is above the central pivot range. So it tells me that overall the trend is down, but okay, I am less bearish. Can you guys get what I'm trying to say right now? So at this moment in time, all right, you could actually place a short-term trade over here and just buy, okay, based on any of the trigger, whatever, any trigger you want to enter, you can just buy, okay. And if you really buy, okay, and the profit is about 15%, 13-15%. There's still quite some meat one over here, Of course, when price, broke below the cloud again, then it is where you have to exit, okay, because it is telling you that it is not strong. Price action is not strong. You have to get out. Price has resumed back its downtrend again. So there's a few ping pong over here, okay. So essentially, price is generally below the cloud. So I repeat, for me to really have any interest in Baba, price has to be at least above the central pivot range. And for this central pivot range, every new month will come out with a new central pivot range. And right now we are near the end of July already, which means August it's a new month already. All right, so the central pivot range will be a new one. So because price has been down, so I believe the CPR will be somewhere around here lah. All right, so it will come down also. So price has to ping pong, it could ping pong, price hit up above the cloud. Then I will think that this is the time to go in, at least based on the daily time frame. Okay, at least based on the daily time frame. All right. On the weekly time frame, okay, sometimes I also look at the yearly pivot. So basically, it is the same as the central pivot range, monthly central pivot range, or the green one, but I'm using a longer time frame, okay, the yearly pivot. All right. Can you see for the past past few years, price has been actually testing the yearly pivot pretty well, pretty well, until here price broke this black dotted line over here. All right, so if you cannot see too many things on the chart, let me try to remove this thing over here. All right, can see better or not? Can see better, right? Okay, so touch the yearly pivot, good price to enter. Yearly pivot, good price to enter. Yearly pivot, good price to enter. The sell-off in 2020, yearly pivot, good price to enter. But this is the first time price actually broke below the yearly pivot. So also not so bullish right now. All right, so I'll go through Tencent. Tencent is buy, all right, 700 in the Hong Kong. All right, so can you see over here for the yearly pivot, since I'm over here already, long term, this is a weekly chart, yearly pivot, false breakout, but over here, right, price goes up, right? So right now, we are also hitting the yearly pivot right now. So I'll go back to my template right now. All right. So can you see price is actually also below the cloud? So below the cloud, what does that tell you? Price, it is on a downtrend, So you might be catching a falling knife. Of course, price has already crashed so much in recent days already. So it is not surprising if there's a pullback, there's a technical pullback. Price, within the next few days, tomorrow price could do like this. Okay, I've forgotten, because I think yesterday or today, right, the Chinese government, the CCP, published in the reports in the news, they try to assure the investor that everything is going to be okay. It's just a short time. I think so. I forgot the actual report already, but the Chinese government actually come and talk to the investors that everything is okay okay. So this might cause the recent days the price to rally higher. Okay, so it's not surprising, but whether it will be a long-term, a V-shaped recovery, nobody knows. But I personally, I don't think so, because you need to understand, Tencent, Baba, all these companies, they have been fallen for quite some time already. Fallen since this year all the way down. So at every point in time, there will be, buyer, drop, buy the fucking dip. BTFD in crypto language, buy the fucking dip. Buy, drop some more. Undervalue, buy. All right. Okay. Undervalue again. Sorry, my mouse not very responsive. Okay, undervalue, buy. Then come down again. Buy some more and then come down again. So there are many investors or traders who are trapped at all these different certain levels. So whenever price rebound back up again, for example, price rebounded back up, it could face a heavy resistance over here, because these are the previous buyers who got trapped, and now price actually rebounded, and they might want to get out, because it is so painful to them. Since I bought here, I bought at this price level over here. Okay, I bought at maybe 550块，550 550. Okay, now God give me a chance and rebounded back up. Really, I hate the Chinese stocks. I hate the Chinese. I feel that it's very disgusting. I just want to get out. So rebounded, then my exit. So it might cause a heavy resistance also, and price rebounded, it might cause a heavy resistance also. So personally, I feel the rebound might not be so straightforward. It might not be so straightforward. But having said that, price could do tomorrow. Price could do something like this, boom, all the way up. We never know. So at least for me, okay. So you need to understand I have to, as a short-term trader, right? For those who maybe who just joined me, I've run out about 280 people, 300 people in the room. So I need to wait until the trend has turned. Okay, and how do I do that? Okay, I use the central pivot range and the cloud to determine. All right. So let's say if you are, all right, let's say for example for Tencent Henshin, right, you bought somewhere around here. All right, good price. You bought somewhere around here. When price drop below the cloud, all right, this is something you might be starting to get a little bit concerned already. On a daily time frame, this is a daily chart. Price is below the cloud, right? Below the CPR. It can be telling you that it is on a potential downtrend. Okay. All right. So on the weekly time frame, of course, on the weekly time frame, it is still on a steady uptrend previously. All right. So at this point in time, if you go back to the daily time frame, over here, when price is showing that there's a weakness over here, price is below the cloud, potentially showing you that it could be on a downtrend, which is if you go to the weekly time frame, all right, it is over here. It is somewhere around here. Okay, so we are in a dilemma. So thinking, should I exit because on the daily time frame it is showing downtrend already, or you want to hold on to it because based on the weekly time frame, longer term time frame, all right, for example, if you're a position holder, it is still overall in a nice uptrend. You see, wave up, wave down, wave up, wave down, wave up, wave down. So at that point in time, let's say with no benefit of hindsight, let's say if price is like this over here, all right, you might be thinking that this could be just a normal pullback. All right. Okay. So May is saying the XXX is the vulgar language, is it? Is it? Okay. So yeah, I'm actually quite vulgar. Okay, just that I don't show it. All right. So in any case, right now, Tencent Henshin, it is down below the weekly cloud already. So to be honest, I'm just already a trader. This is telling me that it is on a downtrend, on a weekly long-term downtrend. All right, on a long-term downtrend. Even if price actually rebounded up, all right, you could face resistance over at the cloud over here. Okay. Can you guess what I'm trying to say? And Tencent follow the cloud and the CPR pretty nicely. Can you see over here, right? Once price start to break below the CPR, can you see when it price tested the CPR again, it is resisted. Tested the CPR again, resisted. Tested the CPR again, it is resisted. Tested the CPR again, it is resisted over here. All right. Of course, this month it doesn't test because it is too bearish already. So it is the same. All right. This coming new month, price, the CPI is going to be like this, be at the bottom over here. How do I know when to enter, or how do I know when should I look into Tencent Henshin again? At least price has to be above the CPR first. But bear in mind, it is still below the cloud. So I'm less bearish, but it doesn't mean that I'm bullish. Okay. So you could enter, but bear in mind that you might be only wanting to get for a quick gain. Maybe let's say, for example, from here to here, like maybe 18-20%, you have to zao already, you have to run already, because you could be facing heavy resistance over here. All right. So you guys get what I'm trying to say now? So let's say if the CPI is over here, all right, and let's say for example, maybe the next 1 or 2 weeks, 3 weeks, all right, price hit higher, and you think that it could be a chance for you to enter, price could potentially turn into an uptrend, less bearish, you enter from here to the cloud. All right, from here to the cloud, okay, it is about 10, 15, 20%. So you need to run from a short-term perspective all right, perspective. So Meituan is actually more bullish, right? 369, okay, 369 3690, okay, Meituan. All right, so Meituan, so again, very clear cut, below the cloud, below the CPR, it is on a downtrend. But Meituan today is up 7.53%. Okay, so 369 today is up 7.53%. But on a weekly time frame, all right, I added in the yearly pivot over here. Okay, so what do you guys see? What do you guys see? All right, can you see over here previously on Maitland when it first listed in 21.9 in Hong Kong? Okay, at the yearly pivot rebounded, and right now it is also at the yearly pivot over here, and also somewhere at the cloud support over here, okay. And it seems like there's a shadow over here, okay, and there's a price is so-called reacting at this central pivot range yearly here. All right, so if I put this on a daily time frame, can you see over here? All right, this is the yearly pivot, the black dotted line over here. It is, seems like it is rebounding over here. All right, again, all right, for those who just joined me, 270 people over here, you need to put on your, what kind of hat you want to put on. Of course, if you want to buy as a long-term investor, long-term meaning that 3 years to 5 years, because every long-term definition is different. For some people, holding like 1 week is very long-term already. Right, for me, long-term, it is 3 to 5 years, that kind. So you could, buy some, because I think it is hitting at a good support area over here. All right, 84 further undervalued. Is Meituan undervalued or not? All right, 3690美团。Okay, so this is also undervalued. Okay. All right, so simply Wall Street, deem it as a fair value at 638 Hong Kong dollars. Current price is 2088. It is 67% undervalued, okay, based on the discounted cash flow method. All right, it's up to you whether to believe or not, okay. But based on discounted cash flow, so based on the your French cap, okay, you can say French cap, okay, French cap, it is maybe could be a long-term buy over here. But if you're looking as a short-term, Danny, I'm not sure what Tiger app the value say. If you can, you want to try out in your Tiger app and show me what is the intrinsic value for Meituan Sanlacao. Okay, if you could, if you have time, okay. Anyway, so short-term wise, I'm not keen on short-term wise. I'm not keen to enter. Short-term wise, I'm not keen to enter. Again, price need to be above the CPR, central pivot range, which next month could be like this, price will be like that. All right. Volume is high. Wave rider volume is high. Yes, so it could be a sign of capitulation also, like when volume is high. Again, you need to understand, right? When a lot of people is panicking, right? When a lot of people is selling, right? Who is buying from you? Who is buying from you? Okay, you need to understand that. Think about it. For every transaction to take place, there is a buyer and there is a seller. All right. If you want to sell, let's say the retail are panicking, selling, who is buying from you? Okay, so it could be a sign of capitulation over here, all right? And it could be a sign of that the big boys, the smart monies are picking up some of these stocks also, okay? But the issue is you don't know when they will want to push up the price. They can be very patient one, all right? Don't expect a V-shaped recovery. I repeat again, don't expect a V-shaped recovery like that. It could be, but I think the potential is low, okay? The possibility is quite low. It could be like this, ping pong, ping pong, ping pong for some time, until everybody is sick and tired of all these Chinese companies, really. All right. So disgusted with all these Chinese companies, don't do like the Chinese company. Then the smart money has accumulated enough, and then they push the price up again. So you need to know they have the patience, but do you have the patience or not? Do you have the patience or not? You need to understand that. Don't expect a V-shaped recovery like 2020, the COVID sell-off. All right. As I mentioned, the US, not the US, the China has a capital market, but it doesn't mean they have a free market. All right. Anytime in point, the government says something, they have to kowtow to the government again. All right. So let's go through some of these education company. Well, education company I also don't know what to say lah. Okay. This is Tell is 好未来 sounds like a 麻辣香锅brand in like kopitiam or hawker center name 好未来麻辣香锅 a bit alright, but anyway it's an education company. So I to be frank, I won't touch it okay. To be frank, I won't touch it So whether it can recover back to its heyday to $90 I think fundamentally, all right, it has changed the game for all this education company. So fundamentally, it has changed already. All right. Yes. Like Gary said, its future is bleak because unlike the tech company like Baba, Tencent, all this, it is just a short-term kind of sell-off because as long as all these tech company store their data properly, listen to these CCP, whatever things they want to do, they do. All right, I think it is still pretty okay. But for the education company, fundamentally it's changed because the CCP really want to tackle the aging population very seriously. They have an aging population, and because the one-child policy has worked so well, okay, now instead of having overpopulation, now they have underpopulation, aging populations. And right now, with the high stress level in the education, in the schooling system, no couples want to produce children. Okay, they don't have children anymore. So fundamentally, have changed. They want it to make it non-profit. They want it to have no access to foreign investors' capital. They want to stop all the tuition center, and they want to stop all these new tuition center from setting up. So fundamentally, it has changed. Okay, so I think personally, just my personal view, it can be quite bleak, like Gary said. Of course, never say never. It could go back to up to $90 once again, but it might take a number of years. It might take a number of years. So I wouldn't touch it. Okay, I wouldn't touch it. So I wouldn't invest in it also. But again, all right, if you are putting on the investor cap again, you might think, this is a lay long, 80% off the discount. You could do that lah, okay? But be prepared, whether you have the bullets to keep dollar cost averaging or not. All right, you need to understand that, okay? And okay, now it's at what price? $5. $5, it can drop another 50%. Another 50% is 250. 250, it can drop another 50%, 125. You get what I mean? $1, it can drop another 50%, 250 cents. You never know, okay? So, yeah, for me personally, I will avoid education company from an investor point of view. But from a trading point of view, I'm okay one, right? From a trading perspective, I'm okay. So as long as price is giving me the signal, price. Can you see over here? It's also following the central pivot range very, very, very nicely. Can you see once price or once the range is over, break the cloud over here, price is on a downtrend, CPR resisted, CPR resisted, CPR resisted once again. So for me to get ready, to enter as a swing trade or position trade, right? It's very simple one, all right? Price just has to go above the CPR next month or in the future months. Then I'll be less bearish, and then I'll wait for a trigger for a signal to enter. And with the upside, because the price is so low, like $5 is now considered penny stock in the US stock market. So if let's say from here to the cloud level over here, oops, it can up, 200%, 200%. This from here, I'm not sure you guys can see, I try to zoom in over here. From here right now to the cloud level over here, that is almost a 300% move. Okay. So from a trading perspective, I'm okay one. So price has to be above the CPR at least. Okay. Sorry for keep repeating the CPR, the cloud, and all this. So I just want to get drill into your mind. So are you guys clear on this CPR thing? So if you are still new to this CPR thing, I mentioned just now that you could actually follow my YouTube tutorial over here. Let me post the link over here. right? Then you walk through with it and see how you can insert the CPR, the cloud into your trading view chart. Okay, is everything good so far? Is everything good so far? If you are learning something new, for those who are new to me, for those who are already with me, it's a refresher course. If you're thinking this is good, type yes in the comment. Getting some value from this Facebook Live, please type yes in the comments so that at least I know I am on the right track. And for those, if you think I'm providing value, sharing something that is useful to you, please give me a like and share in the comments. Right now, we have about 250 people in the room. All right. So if you think you want to see more of me in the future, all right, want to engage with me, all right, please like or share in the on this Facebook Live. Sorry about that. Please like or share. Please like or share this Facebook. At least give me a like, okay? Liking doesn't cost money. Okay, so at least when you like, you're telling Facebook algo that you like my Facebook Live and you want to see more of me in the future, and you get notified. Most likely get notified on your Facebook feed, because if you don't do anything, most likely Facebook will not show you more in the future. So liking is free. Just give me a like. All right. Danny is asking, is the CPR same as the pivot stacks? Yes. It's a different kind of pivot indicator. So CPR is, okay, central pivot range is derived from the pivot point. Okay, central pivot range is derived from the pivot point. Okay, so if you're unsure, Danny, just go back to the YouTube video and you should have a clear understanding how I install all these things. So let me go through some of the comments over here. There are quite a number of comments. All right. Okay. Terence asking, all right, can you show me Huya? You think it's a good time to pick up? It is almost all-time low. Huya. Huya. All right. It is all-time low. So Huya, by the way, I think I mentioned before, it's not so trendy stocks. It's not a so trendy stock. Can you see that Huya is naked Truffles? Okay, Huya, it is like trading in a very big range since the IPO. Big range up down, right? This is the range over here. Can you guys see? And right now, yes, we are at a near the all-time low over here. All right, in my indicator over here. Okay, price is below the cloud downtrend. Okay, and also price is below the cloud. Okay, also a downtrend. All right. If you're asking me whether it is a good time to pick up, okay, to be frank, as a long-term investor, I am not very sure because I don't really analyze Huya. So let's go to this Wall Street. Simply Wall Street again, Huya. I'm sure also undervalued. Okay, yeah, so it's trading at 31.1% below its fair value. Okay, so let's zoom down over here. Yes. All right, so Wall Street, simply Wall Street thinks that, the fair value is $17, but right now it's only at about $11, $12. So about 30% discount. All right, if you can hold for a few years, then I think okay lah. But again, if you're talking about trading perspective, then I won't want to enter. So again, all right, price has to be below the CPR, as in price has to be above the CPR in the next month. Then I'll be interested to go long. All right. Let me see the comments. Beijing call for come. Yes, Lisa, thank you for your comment. Yes, this is the one that I'm referring to. I think Bloomberg and CNN, they also talk. All right, call for comes. I'm trying to calm down the Chinese and overseas investors. All right. James. Yes. All right. I also read Financial Horse about this. His analysis pretty good. All right. You can just type Financial Horse in Google and see this article already. Okay. So let me see. Roland said Temasek and GIC already get caught on the Chinese education. Okay, I no comment on that lah. Okay, and see the comments. How about the cannabis stock? How come starting talk about cannabis stock? Okay, I know today Tilray has a big update because one of my Facebook friend notified me. Tilray, right? Today Tilray it is up 26%. All right. So previously, I also mentioned in my Facebook Live I do a swing trade so a bit it doesn't work out, I'll stop out. So right now for Tilray cannabis stock, I will follow my plan. So I don't want to enter when price is below the CPI and below the cloud. So I only want to enter when price is above the cloud and the CPI, which is pretty near already. Okay, so about $18. Then I will want to enter. Again, you need to understand from a trading perspective, I'm not trying to catch the low. I don't want to catch the bottom. I don't want to catch the bottom. I just want to catch the mid part of it. All right. And Gary is asking, want to grab some Chinese stock? Yes, I also believe that if you want to, in any case, right, if you want to invest in the Chinese stocks, it is the best, you go for the Chinese Shanghai listed or the Hong Kong listed Chinese stocks because there's a very remote motion. Although I don't think so that the US will want to delist all these Chinese company or the Chinese as in the CCP want to remove all these Chinese company okay, but there's still remote chance. So go to the home ground, Shanghai and Hong Kong. All right, so you'll be safer there. Okay, so this is just my personal opinion. I agree with Gary also. All right. Wave Rider saying July is the month of legalization of many cannabis. Oh, so that's the reason. So I thank you for your answer. All right. Okay. Ethan, good to see you. Hi, long time never see you, Ethan. All right, crypto. Okay, crypto. Yes, crypto. How many of you actually want to talk more about crypto? Because right now it's about 1 hour already. If you want me to talk more about crypto, type yes in the comments, or else I just talk about a little bit, then I'll just exit. If you want to talk more about crypto, type yes in the comments. Okay. Crypto wise, crypto, where is it? Okay, BTC. Okay, previously I was bearish. I was bearish. Okay, so for those who are new to MarketWise Asia, all right, I mentioned that when Bitcoin was below the cloud over here, okay, I sold my Bitcoin at about 50k. So I ride all the way up from about $9,000. Okay, I think somewhere around here, right all the way up to 50k. So again, my reason is very simple. I find that there's too much euphoria, too much excitement, and price action tells me that that could be a possibility the price turn, so I exit. Okay. So by the way, this is not to how not to show off that I make money or what. This is to tell you that I actually follow my plan. I really follow what I'm telling you guys. Okay, this is not say hey, I tell you guys follow the CPL, follow the cloud, whatever. Then I in the background I do something else. No. All right. And so for Bitcoin, previously you can see that price actually tested the CPR. So let me try to remove this. Just the cloud easier for you guys to see. Just the CPR. Can you see? All right, very steady uptrend for crypto. CPR rebounded below, now become resistant, tested. Okay, and right now tested again. And what do you guys see at this moment in time? Here. All right, is it above the CPR or below the CPR? Is it up or down? Up above the CPR, type up. If down, type down below CPR. Or above or down. Above or down, please type in the comments. Just engage with me. All right. Up or down? Very clear cut, right? Up or down? Up or down? Okay, I don't know how you guys back. Okay, it is up lah. So at this point in time, I am less bearish on crypto. So if I add in the cloud over here, okay, it is actually still below the cloud over here. So it hasn't broken above the cloud. So overall, I repeat, overall, it is still on a downtrend, but the downtrend is less bearish. I repeat, still on a downtrend, but the downtrend is less bearish. And for me right now, I won't, let's say I'm interested to enter also, but not Bitcoin, not Bitcoin. I'm more interested in Ethereum and such, not Bitcoin. Okay, and other altcoin. And I would prefer a so-called a pullback, a retest again. That's the best. Of course, if there's no retest or if there's a very shallow pullback, maybe just for a few days, like that, okay, you could potentially enter and it could, up to you. I'm seriously, it's up to you, but I prefer to have a pullback. But you need to also need to understand that, it is near the cloud level. This cloud could fail one, hit the cloud resistance and could fail one. So we never know. But it is just telling you that I am more inclined to look at BTC. So previously I was bearish, so no need to see one. Here, I'm bearish. No need to buy one. So right now I'm looking to, let's say if you want to buy, I'll be looking to buy. All right, for BTC. All right, for the week, for a longer term time frame, of course you can see that BTC, it is actually still on a long term uptrend. Okay, come up, wave down. So consolidating, still above the cloud on a long-term uptrend. So on a daytime frame, I am still quite keen on BTC. I think I'm less bearish. Okay, less bearish. All right. For Ethereum wise, all right. So same here. I also saw my Ethereum based on my way of doing things, looking at the cloud and all this CPR. Can you see over here when price tested the CPR? Come down again. Right now, we are testing the CPR once again. Let me see. Where is it? Can we move? Okay. All right. So we are not above the CPR, but we are testing the CPR. I believe it should break above the CPR. It should break above the CPR. So first it is testing. Second time, this is the second time it's testing. And if you want to learn how to read price action over here, okay. So can you guys see or no? I'm not sure whether how many of you actually know what is this candlestick pattern over here. This is a shooting star, right? So for those so-called I'll call it newbie or so relatively new traders, or they just learn candlestick pattern, they see a shooting star, then very happy, very kanchong. Wow, shooting star. Okay, this is a candlestick pattern for me to sell. Candlestick shooting star means bearish. So they sell. So what does a textbook say how to short when you see a shooting star? Okay, how to short? Very simple, right? When price break the low over here, you short. And you see over here, price break the low over here, and there are people who already shorted. There are people who shorted. And if they shorted over here, how are they feeling right now? Are they feeling stressed? Are they feeling nervous? Most likely, yes, right? Because, and where do they place their stop loss? Okay, it could be here, could be here, could be here. Very standard one. I know where they place their stop loss. Standard. Textbook, all the other website regurgitate, say that, shooting star, break below the low, and place the stop at the high of shooting star. So most likely, I believe, my personal view, I could be wrong. All right, it could break above the CPR and test the high of the shooting star again. So, all right, and again, you need to understand that this coming month, it's not this month, next month, August is coming very soon. So that there'll be a new CPR also. And let's say if price on the daily time frame, Ethereum can break above the cloud, then I'll go on a bullish mode already. I'll be bullish already. So right now, price action has already said that crypto, it is bullish. Okay, so this is just my personal view. I hope, Ethan, that answer your question. All right. Jack. Okay, so Jack, Where will you find stocks for short-term trading? Now the stock we look seems to be those popular one. All right. So I believe, Jack, are you new to MarketWise Asia over here? All right. So for me, I keep track on a list of ETF, Okay, so this is the ETF list that I keep track of. For example, all the sectors, industry, energy, aerospace, agriculture, artificial intelligence, everything. Okay, indices, I have that also. Countries, I have that. Commodities, everything. Currencies, what kind of style? Is it growth or ARKK, ARK? ETF, is it emerging? Is it low beta, high beta? The style, low cap, small cap, big cap. I also have, bonds. I also have. So I keep track of all these ETF, and I also upload into this site called Market In Out. This is just a platform that I use. So I keep track as a watch list over here, like ETF industry over here. This is the list that I show you just now. So can you see over here, like today, I know that all the China stock are rebounding now, so I know these are rebounding. So can you see that alternatives harvest is MJ? That's why I know that Tilray, it is going up higher today. So I know what is moving high today, what is not moving today, what is doing well today. So like clean energy, lithium battery, 10, uranium, all these are doing very well. So I keep track of all these ETF, and I at a glance, okay, I also know, like for example, for the past 3 months, what are the ETF that is doing well. So I trade based on kind of a momentum trend following. Whatever tends to do well tends to continue to do well for the next few months or so. So these are some of the things that I keep track of. And if you want to get hold of this list, okay, Jack, okay, quite comprehensive, I suggest you head over to the let me see, over here, okay, this ETF access site over here. I posted the link in the comment. I give it for free. Okay, I give it for free. So just fill up your name and email address, and I will send you this ETF list, and you can keep track of what is moving and what is not moving. And this is very useful for you to determine what stock to trade and what stock not to trade. Okay, I hope that answers your question. If you have 3 stocks for 3 China stock, what is the best within this correction? Wave Rider, are you talking in terms of long-term one? Long-term one, my style is not really long-term, so I don't really have the best 3 China stocks because I don't really keep track of the Chinese stocks. But if you want me to compare within these 3 Chinese stocks, okay, for this Baba, Tencent, Meituan, okay, I would prefer to choose Meituan because the price actions look stronger. Okay, so I prefer to buy Meituan instead of Baba and Tencent at this moment in time. Okay, this is just my personal view. Okay. Crypto next month talk. Yes, ETH. Jessica asking about Xpeng. Okay, the Chinese stocks also. The Chinese stocks. Right now, a bit of sideways lah. Okay, a bit of sideways. So not easy to trade based on a day time frame, weekly time frame. Just listed not too long ago, so price is actually bing bong. But overall, I think the price action is pretty strong. This is an impulse move on a weekly time frame. Impulse move wave up, and then this is a corrective move over here. So there's a potential price could do something like this: impulse move, corrective move, and then an impulse move again. Possible. So you have to go through the daily time frame. Right? But right now, can you see price is still below the CPR over here lah. So I'll prefer price to be above the CPR, then I kind of enter into Xpeng. All right. So yes, making money. How about Neo? Neo also is, I think we are past 1 hour and 12 minutes already. All right, so I'll try to end very soon. I don't want to keep you guys holding tomorrow. It is a working day. Okay. Neo, all right. How about you guys tell me, would you guys buy Neo or not? Based on what you have shared right now. Okay, let's go through the weekly time frame. All right. So is NIO still on an uptrend or a downtrend? Based on what you have learned, for those who are new, is it on an uptrend or a downtrend? Wei Ming is asking about JD. Okay, I'll talk about JD. NIO is uptrend or downtrend? Okay, it's up lah. Okay, it's up lah. I don't know hold you guys back. It is up because price is above the cloud. On the daily time frame, NIO it is holding well at the support over here, above the cloud, above the cloud. Okay, above the cloud. Can you see it was previously on a downtrend? Okay, right now price is above the cloud. Okay, and then retest again near the cloud level here. So a bit hard to trade for me because this cloud can be acting as a support, but when it hit the CPR next month, I'm not sure where is it, but let's assume that it is somewhere around here again. You could be facing resistance again, so be careful on that. So generally, you know, try to trade the stronger one. Okay, so for example, I think previously I did a webinar with Jay Toon. How many of you actually attended the webinar with Jay? Type letter J in the comment. Type letter J. If you attended the last week J webinar with me and Jay, type J in the comments. Type J in the comments. Okay, he mentioned, you know, why do you have to trade all this? Not easy to trade stock. Okay, see, like for example, hot stock. Okay, so ping pong all the way, unclear direction, right? Unclear direction. Okay, why do you have to trade all this? Trade. Okay, target lah. See, for example, nice trend or not? Nice trend. So Jay mentioned about target specifically, right? Target. Nice trend or not? Nice, right? You can see over here, CPR tested. You know, there's a false break here. All right, never mind. Oh, tested. All right, it's going up all the way. All these are very nice trending stocks. So you should go and watch and all these stocks. You see. So like Tesla, all these you could trade. All these are very hot stocks. I'm not saying that you cannot buy, cannot trade. But it is not moving anywhere. I know all this is not moving everywhere. All right. So you need to know what to buy. Trade the stronger one. Okay, find the stronger stocks to trade. All right. Hey, Jay is here. Costco, right? Yes, you mentioned about Costco. All right. Jay is here, right? And everybody say hi to Jay. He's the stock god. Okay, the stock god is here. All right, Costco, nice or not? Costco, right? Uptrend, right? It makes your life much easier, right? So trade all these stronger stocks. Okay, trade all these stronger stocks. So like Tesla, NIO, all these are not that easy to trade. All right, so I hope that answer your question. Everybody is saying hi to Jay already, right? Our stock god is here already. Yeah. Microsoft, yes, MSFT. All right, strong also, Microsoft, right? Strong also, what? Am I right to say that? So trade all these strong stocks. I think there's one gentleman asking about JD, right? JD, I think suffer the same fate. Suffer the same fate also. But it's pretty strong. Can you see price try to break above the cloud, above the CPR, cannot come down again, and because of the recent crackdown, it went down again. But today it is up 9%. Again, JD actually looks okay there. JD looks okay. It is very near the cloud already. All right, weekly time frame, it is definitely on. Oh, hey, JD is good. JD is good. JD, can you see or not? JD. So, Wave Rider, I hope that answer a question. If I really want to buy some stock, hold for a few months to 1 year, I will prefer to buy JD and Meituan. Don't copy me. I'm not saying I'm buying. If I want to buy, I prefer JD or Meituan compared to Baba or Tencent. Can you see for JD, it is hitting the yearly pivot over here at a cloud support over here. All right. And what I like is that it is doing a flush. It is doing a flush over here. Right. This is the low over here. Okay. Some of the traders, investor might place their stock over here, and there's a flush down, hunt their stock over here, and then rebound. So all the weak hands are being gotten rid already. They get rid of the weak hands already. So there's a flush, goes up. So this price action is pretty good. All right. And if you really want to be above the cloud, above the trend, for me, I'll wait for it to turn above the CPR and the cloud. Okay, so JD is a good one. JD is a good one. All right. Any fundamental reason? Fundamental, JD is also an e-commerce, right? Wave Rider. So JD, nothing much. So they are also pretty in line. I don't think the CCP want all this big tech to die lah. Okay, as long as they comply with that, JD is making profits. It is as a good base. Everything is okay. Fundamentally, it's good. So as long as they get through this phase of crackdown, I think they should be fine. Fundamentally, nothing as much has changed. Okay. So yeah, that's the reason why. So let's talk about JD in the Simply Wall Street over here, JD.com. Okay, so valuation wise, it is trading at 36% below its fair value. Okay, valuation wise, fair value, Simply Wall Street put it as 101, current price $64. So I think JD is okay. Again, if you're talking about long-term perspective, at least hold for 3 to 5 years lah. Okay, short-term wise, I would prefer it to break above the cloud and the CPR. So you guys know exactly, how I want to do my short-term trading, right? Price has to be above the CPR, above the cloud, then I will enter. Okay, so this is my game plan. Long-term wise, some of these stocks you can do dollar cost averaging. All right. So as I mentioned already, 10K, 3K first, then 3K, then 3K, for example. All right. JD Health JD Health 6618 6618 long-term, okay, JD Health, fundamentally, I have no idea because I don't look at the financial report. I don't look much deeper. Okay, let's take assumption from this Simply Wall Street, JD Health. Let's see what's the okay. So Simply Wall Street is saying that it is trading at about 60% below its fair value. All right, and valuation wise, Simply Wall Street say the fair value is about at 179. Right now it's about $73. Okay, so this is JD Health, but I also won't touch it. I also won't touch it right now from a trading perspective. All right, so below the cloud, below the CPR. Can? All right, so Claire Tan is last. Okay, last one before I end the day because it's 1 hour 20 minutes already. So GD Auto, is it GD? GD Auto 175 175. Hey, not too bad. GD Auto is not too bad. All right, so maybe you tell me, okay? Maybe you guys tell me, what is the reason why I think this is okay to me, based on the daily time frame? Can you tell me why? Since there are about 190 people, thank you for still tuning in with me. I think quite a number left already. All right, so for GD Auto, can you tell me why I think this is a good potential to buy from a short-term perspective? All right. Jack is saying, can you do this on a Friday night? Sometimes I do, but Friday night, this Friday, I don't think I'm free. That's why I'm bringing forward to Wednesday. Right? A lot of time I tend to do it on a Friday, and sometimes I might do it on a Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. As in Wednesday or Friday, I do 2 times a week. Okay. Above the cloud, within the cloud. Okay, so simple. Downtrend, GD, no go, don't buy. Stay clear, stay out, don't buy. Okay. Below CPR, don't buy, don't touch. Below, as in above the CPR already. Okay, what is the assumption? The assumption is that, for me, is that price is less bearish. Okay, it is still on downtrend, but less bearish. It has the potential to change. And all right, true enough. Okay, true enough. Above the CPR over here, price indeed went higher. All right, above the cloud right now here, it is on an uptrend. Okay, and of course, price move in a up wave, down wave, right? So you don't expect this to continue to be chong all the way up. You need to have a pullback. Okay, so right now there's a pullback over here, and it is at the central pivot range over here. Okay, so let's say if I want to enter, right? Actually, in fact, today there is a trigger actually for 175.175Hong Kong one. Okay, anyway, this is Hong Kong. Anyway, yeah. Let's say if you buy here today, you know, your stop could be just slightly below the low of this low over here lah. Okay, all right, up to you. This is a potential that I will do also. Okay, so I think it's a good one, and based on the weekly time frame, usually it is also holding pretty well at the yearly pivot over here. Can you see? All right. Tested the yearly pivot, black dotted line over here, impulse move, corrective move, tested again, rebounded, corrective move again, and holding well at the cloud. Okay, so the reason why I can, you know, at one glance, I know can trade, cannot trade. To me, once I see all these cloud thing, very fast one, I can see 1 second, 2 seconds, I know can trade, cannot trade already. So very fast. But for you, for those who are new this, you might need some practice, you know, because I see the cloud, the CPI every day. So I know exactly what to look at already. So for you guys, you might need some time, but if you try to follow me, if you look at the cloud and the CPR, over time, you should get better and better. If you want to follow me, okay? You don't have to follow me to use cloud or CPR. If you have any other methods, you can incorporate them, right? Like Bruce Lee, you know, whatever is good, you take, whatever is not good, you discard. So you can put it as your arsenal also. Okay. Yes, so thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoy this session. I hope I bring some value to you guys on how to analyze the from a shorter terms perspective. Okay. So one last shout out, if you enjoy my session, just give me a like. Just give me a like, because this is also to tell Facebook algo that enjoy my content and want to see more of me in the future. Because if you don't engage with me, Facebook will deem that you don't like me, and you won't see Facebook live on your Facebook feed already. Okay. All right. And one last call, right? I share a lot of interesting things, some funny stuff on Telegram also. So remember to tune in. It's not tune in. Remember to subscribe to MarketWise Asia Telegram channel. All right. So whenever I go live, you will see me posting on the Telegram channel. Okay. Do remember to subscribe. It is free right now. We have about 3,005 people in the Telegram channel. If you do have a Telegram channel, it is a WhatsApp lah. Just go and download a lot of actually I prefer Telegram now actually. So just get Telegram, subscribe to MarketWise Asia, and you see more good stuff in there. All right, so the night is getting late already. It's already 1 a.m. All right, thank you for tuning in once again. All right, so I will see you guys once again very soon. Thank you, good night, and 晚安, bye-bye.